now, I think it's important to actually hear from somebody who suffers from a culinary condition known as snack attack syndrome. And it just happens to be our very own Dave Andelman. Dave, this is your opportunity to speak to people and let them know, what is it like living with snack attack syndrome?
Dan, I've suffered from this my whole life, and the problem is exacerbated by my eccentric methodology of keeping no food in my house. I can be at home reading, watching television, perfectly content and relaxed, and I get a sudden urge to have pizza, French fries, a hamburger, wings, wonton soup. It doesn't matter what it is.
Right.
And I need, just like going out to get medicine, I need to go get that food at that exact moment.
Now, I'm just going to throw this out there, but you might want to consider another line of work because it seems to be a bad idea in this condition. All right, but when you go out, like medicine, to get these snacks that you crave, one of the places you go to is actually down the street from where we work. It's in Watertown, called Miller's Ale House. Why do you go to this place?
Well, it's a big, fun place to hang out, plenty of bar seats. I think like for $2 there, you can double up a vodka and soda with twice the amount of vodka. And 99% of the time, Danny, I like my chicken wings on the bone. Right. I'm a wing freak. At this particular place, they do something called zingers. These are fresh, long, thin chicken tenders coated in buffalo sauce. I mean, they've got a huge menu here, an even bigger selection of beers. They're always running food and drink specials. I get the Zinger Mountain Melt. Okay? There's a huge platter of buffalo garlic zingers. They're piled on top of a mess of French fries, smothered with melted cheese, bacon, and scallions.
Right, it ain't fine dining, but it's good for a snack attack.
When you need it, you need it.
All right, now this is kind of weird because two of the places you go when you're having a snack attack, they're both named Kelley's, which is very unusual.
Yes.
One's very well known, one not that well known. A place called Kelley Square Pub in East Boston. A great place.
Yeah, this has all your snack attack dreams come true. A fun place to hang out. I'm a boxing freak, Danny, and the owner, Johnny Mastrangelo, was a great boxer in his day. So they have memorabilia I could look at all day long. They have an Andelman room here. It has nothing to do with you or me.
No.
This is named after our pop, the great Eddie Andelman. And they have barbecued ribs, potato skins, steak tips. The best item here, and one of the best things I've eaten in my life, is the shrimp scampi pizza, okay? I have heard that they actually invented this pizza. It is crispy, garlicky, and with big plump shrimp all over it.
Awesome. Now, the other Kelley's, which is certainly extremely well known to everyone in New England, is Kelley's roast beef. Revere Beach, Saugus, all the locations. Why do you go to Kelley's?
This is what I call a litmus test restaurant.
Okay.
If you don't like Kelley's roast beef, you and I can never be friends.
Yeah, well, we're brothers and friends.
You're just not a fun person if you don't. Now, I like the one on Upper Revere Beach, Danny, but they also have locations in Natick, Danvers, Medford, and their Taj Mahal on Route 1 in Saugus. There's so many windows there. Looks like a Las Vegas betting sports book, okay? They're known for their huge, delicious, fresh roast beef, piping hot. They have onion rings, fried clams, and one of the great items ever, their surf and turf. This is a quarter-pound roast beef sandwich plus a Kelley's lobster roll with French fries for less than $15.
That's a sick deal right there, I'm telling you. Now, speaking of sandwiches, if you're really hungry, you really want a sandwich, you have been known to drive to Haverhill, Massachusetts to a place called Benedetti's. It's not beautiful to look at, but the sandwiches are a thing of beauty.
If you're a local, you've been there 100 times. Otherwise, we're turning you on to it for the first time. They say they don't serve sandwiches, they serve rockets. It's an old school deli doing these rocket sandwiches. They're about 2 feet long, made with bread, baked right across the street at an Italian bakery. This thing is like big enough for 3 meals for $10. I like the Mark Anthony, an Italian sub with cold cuts, provolone cheese. You grab this, Danny, go home, watch a game. You'll be the happiest person on the planet.
All right, Dave. Well, I hope good luck, best of luck with your affliction, and here's some cheese balls for you.
Thank you for my medication.
Okay.